I'd like to take this opportunity tonight to recognize the contributions and efforts of seniors and their parents of the Francis Howell North Fall Sports teams. We appreciate the hard work and effort of the senior participants as well as the support given to the programs by their parents. The athletic department and coaches of the Knights would like to acknowledge the efforts and accomplishments of the following senior members. Landon Davis. Landon is accompanied by his mom and dad, Dana and Chris Davis. He has participated in cross country all 4 years. After graduation, he plans to attend St. Louis Community College. Landon is also on the wrestling team. Landon would like to thank his parents and coaches for all their support. Madeline Dustin. Madeline is accompanied by her mom, Tiffany, and dad, Joshua. Madeline has been on varsity for all 4 years. Madeline is considering BYU after graduation to study nursing or pre-med to be a pediatrician or OBGYN. Madeline also participates in track, swim team, senior class delegates, National Honor Society, SHIELD, Knights of Excellence, HOSA, Wind Ensemble, and FCA. Madeline would like to thank her parents who support her crazy training plans, the coaching staff, especially Coach Barton, for her advice and inspiration she gives me, all her teammates, especially the varsity girls, and Annie for training every day this summer with her. Natalie Gill. Natalie is accompanied by her parents, Allison and Ryan Gill. Natalie has been on varsity cross country for 4 years. After graduation, she plans to major in accounting with a minor in finance. Natalie also participates in DECA, FBLA, Sun Club, NHS, track, and FCA. Natalie is thankful for team dinners that help fuel her for meet days. She would like to thank all the coaching staff, especially Coach Martin, for encouraging her to push herself both mentally and physically. Her running buddies include Maddie, Katie, Ara, Annie, Hannah, Moya, and Anna for keeping her busy during long runs, and her parents for encouraging her to keep running during meets. Caitlin Head. Caitlin is accompanied by her dad, Mike Head, and mom, Janet Head. This is Caitlin's 3rd year on the varsity team. After graduation, she plans on attending Mizzou to study plant sciences and biochemistry. Caitlin is also a member of Mentors, KOE, and is on the track team. Caitlin would like to thank her dad for always giving her the encouragement to finish her race, her mom for supporting her running even when it was bad, her brother Andrew for running with her, and Coach Martin for pushing her to be the best she could be. Annie Palmer. Annie is accompanied by her parents, Melanie and Justin Palmer. Annie has participated in cross country for 1 year. After graduation, she plans to attend BYU and go on a mission for her church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Annie is also part of the track team. Annie would like to thank her coaches, teammates, and parents. Kate Vernon. Kate is accompanied by her parents, Stephanie and John Vernon. Kate has been on the cross-country team all 4 years. Kate is undecided in which college she will attend after graduation and wants to major in film production. She would like to screenwrite and direct one day. Kate also plays basketball and soccer and is a member of National Honor Society, KOE, and journalism. Kate would like to thank her parents for always supporting her sisters for keeping her humble, and her coaches for somehow helping her enjoy running. That's the seniors of the cross-country team. Next up, the seniors for girls golf. Starting with Rachel Brumer. Rachel is accompanied by her mom and dad, Dana and Steve Brumer. Rachel has been on the varsity golf team for 1 year. After graduation, she plans on attending college to study civil engineering. Rachel also participates in varsity track, KOE, NHS, and FCCLA. Rachel would like to thank her mom and dad for always pushing her to work hard and supporting her. She especially thanks her dad for showing his pride in her and going to all of her matches. Lastly, she wants to thank her sister, friends, teammates, and coaches. Alyssa Perkins. Alyssa is accompanied by her parents, Chuck and Tricia Perkins. Alyssa has been on the varsity golf team for 4 years, team captain for 2. She's a 2-time state qualifier, 2-time GAC All-Conference, and recorded a hole-in-one at the Troy Invitational as a sophomore. After graduation, she plans to play golf for Maryville University. Alyssa would like to thank her coaches, teachers, guidance counselors, and especially her parents and grandparents for their overwhelming support she has received throughout her 4 years. Next up, the seniors for the boys swimming and diving team. Starting with DeAndre Elam. DeAndre is accompanied by his mom, Sadie, and stepdad, Jason Patton. This is DeAndre's first year on the swim team. After graduation, he plans on going to law school to become a lawyer. DeAndre would like to thank his parents, his family, and God. Edward Lee. Edward is accompanied by his dad, Jung-gil Lee, and mom, Wan-jae Lim. Edward has been on the swim team for 4 years and is the team captain. After graduation, he plans on going to college to study sports medicine. Edward is also a member of AAA, DECA, FBLA, Sun Club, Robotics, Shield, and president of the Pickleball Club. Edward sends a big thanks to his parents and friends for always having his back, and a special shout out to Coach Sean Farrar, the coaching legend. Not only did he help him level up his game, but he also treated him like family. Coach Farrar was like having a coach and best friend rolled into one. Logan Scott. Logan is accompanied by his parents, Amy Scott and John Scott. Logan has been on the swim and dive team for 3 years. After graduation, he plans on studying business at Missouri State University. Logan would like to thank all his coaches for pushing him to be his best self, his parents for always being there to help when he is down, and all his band and swim friends for making this the best high school experience ever. Now the seniors of the choir. Nick Kohler. Nick is accompanied by his mom, Lindsay McGrath, sister and grandparents. Nick has been in choir for 4 years. After graduation, he plans on attending Kansas State University and getting his bachelor's for political science and his law degree in criminal justice and constitutional law. Nick is also a tap dancer and participates in NHS, Student Advisory Council, KOE, mentors, and A+ tutor. Nick would like to thank his mom, Mama, Papa, Mr. Travis, Mrs. Hanrahan, Mrs. Woodrum, Mrs. Prestige, and Miss Onken. Next, Molly Damery. Molly is accompanied by her parents, Natalie and John Damery. Molly has been in choir for 4 years, 2 years in night sound. After graduation, she plans on attending St. Charles Community College for 2 years and then pursue a career in elementary music education. Molly also participates in marching band, pep band, drama, and Educators Rising. Molly would like to thank her grandma and grandpa for always going out of their way to show up. Emily, even though you don't want to always come and support her, and her mom and dad for always being her biggest supporters. Melissa Guerrero Bernal. Melissa is accompanied by her mom, Veronica Guerrero, and dad, Rogelio Guerrero. Melissa has been in choir for 4 years, 2 in Aurora Treble Choir, and 3 in Bella Voces. She is also section leader for Aurora Treble Choir and a member of the Choir Leadership Council. After graduation, she hopes to attend St. Louis Community College to become a radiologist technician. Melissa also participates in speech and debate, MAC Scholars, NHS, Mentors, and KOE, and is president of the girls' robotics team. Melissa would like to thank all her teachers, coaches, friends, and family for all the support they have given her, but mostly her mom for spending money on gas to pick her up after school, and her dad for supporting and allowing her to be in these clubs. Thank you for putting up with her attitude. She loves you. Now we'd like to introduce the seniors for the cheer squad. Starting with Elizabeth Barnum. Elizabeth is accompanied by her parents, Jack and Tara Barnum. Elizabeth is on varsity cheer, and this is her 3rd year as a base. After graduation, she plans on going to college and become a radiologist. Elizabeth was a competitive medalist for championships and all-star cheerleading through her 10 years of competing. Elizabeth thanks her mother, Tara, for being her first supporter through milestones and for all of her encouragement. She knows that without her efforts, she wouldn't be who she is. She also thanks her coaches for teaching and believing in her. And lastly, the girls. She loves you all and is grateful for each of you. Maddie Donnelly. Maddie is accompanied by her father, John Donnelly, and her grandma, Angela Wexelman. Maddie has been on varsity cheer for 3 years and has been a team captain for 2 years. After graduation, she plans to attend Missouri State and see where life takes her. Maddie is also a member of NHS and the SHIELD program. Maddie would like to thank her coaches for always pushing her to be her best, her teammates for giving her a great 4 years, and especially her family for always supporting her no matter what and giving her everything she has ever needed to be successful in life. Brooklyn Harvey. Brooklyn is accompanied by her parents, Emily and James Harvey. She's been on the cheer team for 4 years and is a captain on the varsity team. After graduation, Brooklyn plans to study criminology, going to the FBI. Brooklyn is also a member of NHS, DECA, KOE Mentors, FCA, Senior Delegates, SHIELD, and the Pickleball Club. Brooklyn would like to thank her coaches for being so supportive of her for the last 2 years and her team for giving her the best last year possible. He especially thanks her parents for encouraging her and supporting her all this time. Now let's meet the seniors from the dance team. First up, we have Elizabeth Kreifels. Elizabeth is accompanied by her mom, Brittany, and her dad, Joe. Elizabeth has been on a high school dance team for 3 years, one on Nightline. She is co-captain. After graduation, she plans on attending college to major in nursing. She hopes to continue dancing in college in some way. Elizabeth also participates in HOSA, NHS, and Sun Club. Outside of school, she dances at Performing Arts Center and competes on their competition team. She is also a company member of the Dance Company of St. Charles. Elizabeth would like to thank her family, friends, coaches, and teammates for always supporting her in whatever she does. Next, we have Sophia Miller. Sophia is accompanied by her parents, Ashley and Damien. Sophia is a team captain and has been on Nightline for 4 years. After graduation, she plans on attending the University of Memphis to major in sports management with a minor in business. Sophia is a member of Code Red Dance Company and also participates in FBLA and KOE. She has also been a lifeguard for 3 summers. Sophia plans to join the Ambush Crew dance team. Sophia would like to thank her family for all their support and her coaches for their guidance. Next, the seniors from the band. First, we have Nathan Anderson. Nathan is accompanied by his parents, Rex and Rachel Anderson. Nathan has been in marching band for 4 years, playing vibraphone his first 2 years and marimba the last 2, and is a student mentor this year. After graduation, he plans on going to college to study engineering. Nathan also participates in National Honor Society, Scholar Bowl, Class Delegates, STUCO, Speech and Debate, FBLA, and DECA. Nathan would like to thank his parents, Dr. Curtis, and all the band boosters, Matt Bronner, Colin Adams, Sarah Arnold, Bailey Kaiser, Val Galantowicz, Nathaniel Hogel, Amanda Cunningham, Elijah Van Dyne, and his sisters.
About the tape? Oh, Dr. Curtis.
Next is Jackson Bland. Jackson is accompanied by his parents, Bobby Bland and Tracy Bland. Jackson has been in marching band for 4 years. After graduation, he plans on running his laundry business and joining the National Guard. Jackson has been a member of basketball band for 4 years and ran cross country for 1 year. Jackson would like to thank Stubbs, his dad, Mr. Hartline, Miss Wade, and Miss A. Next we have Aiden Kaby. Next is Jaden Christensen. Jaden is accompanied by his father, Eric Christensen. Jaden has been playing the trumpet and marching band for 3 years. After graduation, he plans on going to St. Charles Community College to study law enforcement, then to the police academy. Jaden would like to thank his parents, his girlfriend Paige, and his teachers, especially Dr. Curtis. Next is Elena Clement. Elena is accompanied by her father, Greg, and mom, Carrie. Elena has been in the marching band for 4 years. After graduation, she plans on attending St. Charles Community College for 2 years, and then going into education. Elena is also a member of KOE, Senior Class Delegates, STUCO, FCA, and photo staff. Elena would like to thank her dad and mom for pushing her so hard and supporting her. She also thanks her friends and cheerleader Ellie for cheering her on all 4 years. Next is Molly Damery. Molly is accompanied by her parents, Natalie and John Damery. Molly has been a flute mentor for 1 year and in marching band for 4 years. After graduation, Molly plans to pursue a career in elementary music education. She's been in drama club for 4 years, choir for 4 years, and Educators Rising for 2 years. Molly would like to thank Dr. Curtis and Miss Onken for being amazing teachers who have taught her so much in the years she has been their student. Maddie and Rachel, who are some of the best friends she has ever had, and her mom and dad, who have always been her #1 supporters. Next is Kelsey Davis. Kelsey is accompanied by her mother and father, Erica and Brian Davis. Kelsey has played bass clarinet for 2 years. After graduation, she plans on attending St. Charles Community College for 2 years, then transferred to Purdue University to get a PhD in atmospheric science and become a meteorologist.
Bald guy.
Kelsey also participates in MAC Scholars. Kelsey would like to thank her parents for letting her do this,
Try and
Dr.
scrunch
Curtis for
him
being an
down.
amazing band director, her friends for being super duper awesome, and Mackenzie for being her other half for these 2 years. Next is Aiden Diger. Aiden is accompanied by his parents, Jack and Regina Diger. Aiden has played alto sax and marching band all 4 years. After graduation, he plans on attending community college, then transfer to either Mizzou or Missouri State and study computer science. Aiden would like to thank his parents and grandparents for supporting him through his journey, and Dr. Curtis for being a great band director. Next, we have Lena Ford. Lena is accompanied by her parents, Paula and Jason Ford. Lena has been a drum major for 1 year and marching for 3. After graduation, Lena wants to get a business degree and go to law school. She also participates in NHS, FCLA, and is senior officer for FBLA. Lena would like to thank Dr. Curtis, the band members, and her parents for making marching band the most memorable part of high school. Next, we have Travis Foster. Travis is accompanied by his dad and mom, Mike and Chris Foster. Travis has been in the marching band for 4 years. After graduation, he plans on attending St. Charles Community College for 2 years, and then transferring to Mizzou to major in computer science. Travis has also played volleyball for 1 year and been in basketball band for 4 years. Travis would like to thank his mom and dad for always supporting him even when he wasn't his best. Next, we have Carter Howdeshell. Carter is accompanied by his mother and father, Victoria and Brian Howdeshell. Carter has been in marching band for 4 years and is the head captain of Color Guard. After graduation, Carter plans on going to Missouri State University to study graphic design and social media marketing. He also participates in Stuco, Mock Trial, KOE, NHS, yearbook publications, and Winter Guard. Carter would like to thank his mom and dad for their endless support, as well as Momo and Popo, and Dr. Curtis and Mr. C for creating a welcoming environment and encouraging him to go further in his band and guard career.
Hey, we all go, we'll get like a little tunnel for it. Yeah, come on guys.
Next, we have Eric Kramer. Eric is accompanied by his mom, Marianne Kramer. Eric has played bass drum for 4 years in marching band. After graduation, he plans on going to State Technical College of Missouri to study precision machining technology. Eric is also a Skills USA class representative. Eric would like to thank his mom. Loving you is like food to his soul. Next, we have Isaac Mion. Isaac has been in marching band for 2 years. After graduation, he plans on becoming a pastor.
But I got a good picture of you guys.
Isaac also participates in track and field, basketball, band, and FCA.
Meeting
Isaac
over there
would
with
like
the
to thank his
parents.
mom,
Yeah.
Dad, God, Joy, and Jonathan. Next, we have Logan Scott. Logan is accompanied by his parents, Amy and John Scott. Logan has been in marching band for 3 years. After graduation, he plans on studying business at Missouri State University. Logan has also been on the swim and dive team for 3 years. Logan would like to thank all his coaches for pushing him to be his best self, his parents for always being there to help when he is down, and all his band and swim friends for making this the best high school experience ever. Next, we have Jack Taylor. Jack is accompanied by his parents, Amanda and Phil Taylor. He's been in marching band all 4 years, and after graduation, Jack plans on attending the University of Memphis to study mechanical engineering. Jack is also a member of Drama Club and NHS. Jack would like to thank his amazing parents for helping him with all his struggles in life, Mackenzie for being a wonderful and caring girlfriend, and his teachers for teaching him what he needs to know to move forward in life. Next is Jaden Wells. Jaden is accompanied by her parents, Laura and Charles Wells. Dayton has played the mellophone for 3 years and the French horn for 6 years in concert band. After graduation, she plans to study science, math, and engineering in college. Dayton also participates in NHS, FCA, Sun Club, STUCO, and the National Honor Society, or National Society of High School Scholars. Dayton would like to thank her parents and family for believing in her and for modeling leadership, and Jesus for showing her how to live. Now let's meet the seniors from the football team. First up, we have Matthew Bauer. Matt is accompanied by his mom and dad, Catherine and Mark Bauer. Matthew has been a football manager for 2 seasons. After graduation, Matthew would like to work with brick and stone masonry or join the Navy in the construction field. Matthew is also a member of STUCO, Senior Class Advisor, FBLA, DECA, and KOE, and Lewis and Clark Trade School. Matthew would like to thank everyone who has helped him get where he is today, especially his mom and dad. Next we have David Beeger. David is accompanied by his dad and mom, Jack and Jamie Beeger. This is David's 4th year playing football as corner and wide receiver. After graduation, he plans on going into a trade. David also plans to play basketball. David would like to thank all the coaches and his family. Next, we have Zwaylen Berger. Zwaylen is accompanied by his parents, Robert and Jennifer Berger. Zwaylen plays offensive line and defensive line. He's played football all 4 years, and after graduation, Zwaylen plans on attending St. Charles Community College Culinary School. Zwaylen also plans on being on the wrestling team this year. Zwaylen would like to thank his mom and dad for their support. Next we have Dominic Clayton. Dominic is accompanied by his father, James Clayton, and mother, Lindsay Recco. Dominic has been on the football team for 2 years, playing tight end and defensive end. After graduation, he plans on attending college and becoming an athletic trainer. Dominic also plays basketball for FHN. Dominic would like to thank everyone who has supported him through school and life. Next is Jackson Pfeiffer. Jackson is accompanied by his mom and stepdad, Jessica and Justin Warnock, and grandparents. Jackson has been on the football team for 4 years and plays slot receiver and cornerback. After graduation, Jackson plans to attend Mizzou and major in marketing. He hopes to become a sports marketer for an NFL team. Jackson also participates in DECA, FBLA, and track. Jackson would like to thank his parents, Grandma and Grandpa, and his teachers for always being supportive.
Jackson on that white piece of tape.
Next we have Ethan Geidel. Ethan is accompanied by his mom, Michelle Cartier, and his dad, Michael Geidel. Ethan has been on the football team for 3 years and plays linebacker. Ethan has already enlisted in the Army and plans to continue this path after graduation. Ethan also participates in track for FHN and eSports Club. He would like to thank his family. Next is Morgan Huff. Mo is accompanied by his mom and dad, Casey and Micah Huff. Mo has been on the football team for 1 year and plays wide receiver and kicker. After graduation, he plans to play D1 soccer in college and study marketing.
I love you, Mom.
He would like to be on a marketing team for a pro sports team. Morgan plays club soccer and is in DECA. Morgan would like to thank his parents and FHN. Next we have George Jackson. George is accompanied by his parents, Lakeisha and George Jackson. George has been on the football team for 3 years, playing both running back and linebacker. After graduation, he plans on going straight into business work. George is also a member of the FHN wrestling team. George would like to thank his mom, dad, Nana, little sister, teammates, coaches, and friends. Next, we have Thomas Jones. Thomas is accompanied by his mama, Teresa Jones, and his dad, Adam Jones. plays tackle and guard. After graduation, he plans on continuing his education. Thomas is also part of the photo staff, esports, and board game club. Thomas would like to thank his mama for always being there to support him, his dad, his papa, and his friends. Next, we have Riley Klecker. Riley is accompanied by his parents, Brian and Jacqueline Klecker. This is Riley's 4th year playing football and as a nose guard. After graduation, he plans on attending Ole Miss to study accounting and following the path to get his CPA license. Riley also participates in KOE, Iron Knights, and is an officer in NHS. Riley would like to thank his friends that have helped him, all the teachers that supported him, and all his family that have made him who he is today. Next we have Aiden Longworth. Aiden is accompanied by his mom and stepdad, Patricia and Donovan Dunn, and his dad, Brian Longworth. Aiden has played football for 1 year as defensive back. After graduation, he plans on attending trade school. Aiden also participates in Iron Knights. Aiden would like to thank his parents, coaches, staff, and God. Up next is Samuel Mahiran. Sam is accompanied by his dad, Mark Mahiran, and mom, Jennifer Martin. Samuel plays running back and linebacker and has played football all 4 years. After graduation, he plans to go to tech school and be an electrician or a pastor. Samuel is also a member of FCA. Samuel would like to thank God first, his wonderful parents, his amazing sister, his coaches and teammates for guiding him to where he is today. Up next is Daniel Martin. Daniel is accompanied by his mom, Sue Summer Stevenson. Daniel has been on the defense and offensive line for 4 years. After graduation, he plans to go to Tech College to teach math and play football. Daniel would like to thank his mom, his sister, his grandma, and the Berger family. Next, we have Caleb Muchnick. Caleb is accompanied by his older brother, Cody Sanford. Caleb is a receiver and outside linebacker. This is his first year with FHN as he transferred from Pattonville. After graduation, Caleb plans to stay in state for college and study either law or education.
I love you, Caleb!
Caleb would like to thank his friends, family, coaches, and teammates.
Right there on that white team, guys. There you go.
And our final senior, Champ Hawley. Champ is accompanied by his parents, Rhonda and Scott Hawley. Champ has played football for 2 years at FHN after transferring from CBC. After graduation, he plans on attending college to study business and entrepreneurship in the hopes of owning his own business one day. Champ is also involved in DECA, Shield, and plays on the basketball and baseball teams. Champ would like to thank his family, especially his dad and brother, for always pushing him to be better, and his coaches and teammates for welcoming him to FHN and pushing him to be his best. Last but certainly not least, we'd like to take a moment to recognize Coach Brett Bevel. Coach Bevel's time at North has fostered a culture of perseverance, teamwork, and integrity. His philosophy is best captured by the acronym he instills in his
That's
players.
so cute.
FAMILY, which stands for Forget About Me, I Love You. This motto embodies his belief in putting the team and others first, encouraging his players to prioritize supporting and lifting each other up over individual recognition. His commitment to the development of his players as both athletes and young men is reflected in the way all players return to support the program, eager to share how his guidance has shaped their lives. Many of his current coaches are former players he mentored, a testament to the lasting impact he's had on those who played under his leadership. Throughout the years, Coach Bevel has become a pillar of the Francis Hahn North community. His involvement has been felt in every corner of the school, whether through his work with the football team or the countless hours he's invested in mentoring students off the field. His dedication has brought families together, united alumni, and strengthened the community's bond with the school. So tonight, the Francis Hahn North community wants to thank you, Coach Bevel, for the countless sacrifices you've made over the years for the team and the community. Your positive impact will continue to shape the lives of students, coaches, and families for years to come.